How would you like to have 4 simple criteria to help you know how to get the most important things done? I'm April Perry, and we help people who are drowning in the details of life to create simple systems so they can do what matters most. And today I'm going to show you how to take a list like this and use a really simple system using the 4 criteria we're going to discuss to help you just get it done effortlessly. Now, when you look at a list like this with a variety of things like oil changes and calling a guitar teacher, returning library books, just a bunch of stuff, a lot of people might use something like the ABC 1, 2, 3 to kind of prioritize it. Or some people might just put everything on the calendar and then try to just do it on those specific dates and times. Other people might just make a long list and kind of hack at it here and there. Or there's even something called the Eisenhower Matrix. You may have read 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, where it's like urgent and important, right? Kind of looking at all that. But what I want to do is show you how we can take a list like this and just use these 4 criteria, and it's going to just feel like it just got a whole lot easier. The 4 criteria are context, time, energy, and priority. I learned these from David Allen, the best-selling author of the book Getting Things Done. And this concept just brightened my mind and made me so excited about my lists. So let's take this list and we'll start with context. So context is just where you are when you're getting the thing done. So the most common ones are home, errands, computer, to discuss, and phone calls, okay? So I'm just gonna put the first letter of the context here next to this list. So, okay, oil change is an errand. Ordering the photo prints, I'll do that on the computer. Register for an online program, also computer. Call auto insurance, that's phone call. Schedule amusement park with family, that's a to discuss. Call guitar teacher, phone call. Reorganize family room toys, home. Fold the camping supplies, home. Discuss new finance process with spouse, that's a to discuss. And return library books, that's an errand. Okay. So now that we've got them all organized by where we're going to be when we're getting them done, these could easily go on our next actions list, which is organized by the context. So we'll go ahead and make that happen. Okay, oh, there we go. Isn't that fun? Now already this makes me happier because I love the pictures. My brain automatically can see where I need to be when I'm doing the task. I also like that instead of just looking at one long thing, I can just decide, okay, if I'm home right now, I can do these things. Now, I could also make phone calls and do computer work while I'm home. Sometimes you can do 2 or 3 things in the same place, but this just feels so much better. Okay, so that was context. Now we're going to look at time. So typically on a next actions list, I like to have things that take like 10 minutes or so. But sometimes if it's an errand or something else, it's going to take longer than 10 minutes, but I can still keep it on the next actions list because I can do it in one step. So I would just put some times here next to it, like for reorganize the family room toys, that's probably going to take me 15 minutes. Okay, folding camping supplies, I don't know, maybe 20. This auto insurance to renegotiate, that could be a long call. So that one might be more like 30 minutes. Calling the guitar teacher, yeah, that's maybe like 10, maybe 5 to 10. Okay, oil change, I usually plan like 45 minutes for that. Library books, 5 minutes. Order photo prints, if I need to make some decisions, maybe that's gonna be 10. Register for the online program, if I already know which one I'm doing, that would just be like 5 minutes. Schedule the amusement park, that's just having a discussion, we'll have to look at our calendars, so maybe that's 5 minutes. But the new finance process with a spouse, maybe that's like 30 to 40. Okay, so now I have approximately how long these take, which is great because I can ask myself, well, where am I? How much time do I have? Next, we're gonna go to energy. The reason it's important to recognize the energy levels that each thing takes is because it's great just to be able to check in with ourselves. When I'm high energy, I want to do high energy things. When I'm low energy, I want to have options because I don't want to feel like I can just sit and watch TV until I have more energy. So I'm just going to do a low, medium, or high for each of these. So the family room toys, that's probably like a medium energy. Camping supplies, that's higher energy. I just camped in the backyard with Eric because I'm practicing and I need to learn how to fold everything up. Okay, so that's higher energy. Auto insurance, yeah, for sure, higher energy. Calling the guitar teacher, that's lower. Oil change, that can be low energy for me because I could just sit and read a book or something. They're the ones doing all the work. Returning library books, yeah, that's actually low energy as well. The photo prints, like we're hanging them on the wall for the next few years, so I think that's probably, I'll say medium. Register for the online program, low. Schedule amusement park, that's low energy. Finance discussion, that's high. Okay, so this way, this is also helping me assess what makes sense for me to do right now. If I'm super low energy, that is not the time to go talk with my husband about finances. So you just want to make sure you're making all this work. Okay, so then after context, time, energy, the final one's just priority. And this is where if there's two things that you could do at the same time, you just say, okay, well, which one is really most important? Like, let's say I'm home and I think, okay, I could reorganize the family room toys, or I could get online and probably order photo prints and register for the online program. I could do both of those right now. I could also get on the phone and call the guitar teacher. All these things could be done, in about 15 minutes. And so this is where you just have to ask yourself, well, which one is most important to me right now? Like, is there one that would be better to get done sooner? Or if I think, yeah, the family room toys, no one's playing with them right now, we've got time, so I can put that off. I really want to get these photo prints ordered and get this online program going, so I'll jump on the computer for a minute, right? And so you can just make those assessments, and that way it doesn't feel so overwhelming. So hopefully this is starting to feel kind of fun for you, but a few more suggestions before we close up. Number one, we want to make sure we're not just putting things on our list that we have to do. Like scheduling the amusement park, that's fun. So adding some fun in is awesome. I also added a few more, like practice guitar chords, or set up lunch with friends, or shop for new plants. Just things that feel replenishing and rejuvenating, because sometimes we can just get in the habit of just making our next actions list just feel like all of our stuff we have to do. And I want us to think about all the things that we get to do. Second, I recommend that you keep this list as simple as possible. This is starting to get a little bit full, so I wouldn't add any more on this. My next actions list lasts for about a week. So if you are not getting your list done in 1 week's time, probably just put less on it. That means maybe you have more projects or more routines or more calendared things that are taking your time. So you want this list to feel light and happy. I try to have just 2 to 3 things max in each of these categories, and that works well for my schedule. You just figure out what works for you. Third, remember, you can customize your next actions list. We have a whole video on how to customize the way you organize, where like if you travel a lot or you have young children, you can make these contexts really work for your life. And then finally, the next actions list works with your calendar, your projects list, and your routines list. So this isn't everything I'm doing this week. I also have work projects, home projects, personal projects that I'm doing during project time each day. I have routines like exercising and food prep and, all the stuff we do to keep our life going. And then also I have a calendar where if I have appointments or meetings or things like that, those are on my calendar. So I don't put that on the next actions list. This is just a supportive list that really helps those little pockets of time so that you can get things done instead of just scrolling through your phone or just, getting online or wasting time. It's okay to take time to waste or relax, but I just want to be able to have little options so I can move forward effortlessly. My closing invitation is for you to put this into action in your own life. So here's what I would love for you to do. Just get out a sheet of paper or a digital note and write down the flexible tasks that you would like to get done by the end of the week. Then go through and identify the context, the time, the energy, and maybe priority or leave priority for when you're actually getting these things done. But you're going to notice that your big long list starts to feel really light and fun, and you're going to have a lot more energy, remembering to keep the list small so it doesn't overwhelm you. I'm so glad that you're here. If you're looking for more systems to help you do what matters most, please explore the videos here on our channel. We're so thrilled to be able to serve you here. I love to hear from you in the comments. I read everyone, so please comment. Let me know how this goes for you and share this with your friends if this was helpful. Okay, thanks. We'll see you soon at Learn, Do, Become.